Hi. So I wanted to talk about passion and the whole meaning of life. I really think that the only the only thing that can give you pleasure or is enough fulfillment for you is actually your true passion. You should never forget about people around you, but I think that a passion is something that, and also people, both these things are great only with each other. So you cannot be really passionate about something and desire to being the best at it, and at the same time don't have people around you who are also into this thing, who are making this thing work. And the same can be said about people. You wouldn't be able to communicate with each other, to find something interesting for both sides if you don't have the passion. And I think that all the stuff that is delaying us from becoming great is actually doesn't really worth it, because the feeling of achieving something, the feeling of fulfillment in your thing that you want to become great at, this isn't even closely compared to the instant feeling you get from eating bad or slacking from the train, jerking off or doing some weird stuff, It doesn't really worth it, because all people are always hoping going on an easy road, but I guess that at the end the only easy road is actually the one that leads us to success, because the easiest road is not the one that has the least amount of challenges. The easiest road is the one that, at the end of which, you will say that it was really worth it. Because will you remember the 1001 cigarette that you smoked, or the 50th party that you participated in, that you drank some alcohol, and you won't remember it? Yes, there are some exceptions. But overall, it really isn't so special, so cool, You can compare just two things, two lifestyles. It's one of a stupid ass NPC who isn't even trying his life, and the one of a true leader, true man of his word, a hard worker whose successful life, whose life is more fulfilling, whose life is better, It's an obvious answer for this question. And you need to find your passion, your true passion, and it really doesn't matter what it is. The best way to do it is to actually try. You never know what it's gonna be, And once you've decided to get better at it, just do it. It's the easiest part. Why we are always doing some other stuff and are not so concentrate on our goals and on these important things that really matter in our lives, It really pisses me off. I am this person, I'm not as great as you think. I'm just a normal dude, and it's actually always was about me that I'm not really into all this stuff that I'm talking about. I'm not really into. I have never been into something really like you mean it, And it was a mistake. I can already say it. And the best way to really compensate for it is to finally decide to make progress. And passion isn't something that you really want to do on a daily basis. It is just something that you really desire in the long run, And I'm not talking about status, fame, or something like that. I'm really talking about the things that inspires you, Something like a great conquest in your niche. And this has always been about focus. There's nothing more important than focus on your passion. Because without focus, you won't be able to walk on a daily basis. If you won't be able to walk on a daily basis, dude, what are you even talking about? So at the end, I want to just say that never forget about people around you. Try new stuff, and always remember to concentrate on the thing you really want to try and get better at it. And at some point you will be either really good at it and making good money, or you will understand that it isn't for you, but you still made some progress, made some experience and friends alongside, so it's a win-win. But on the other hand, you could just cope and continue jerking off, being a pussy like we are at this time, and see where it will end us, So just see you soon.